Today we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about the cotton industry. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello Aluxers, feeling comfortable today? Because we're talking about one of the most amazing industries and a multi-purpose, comfortable product, cotton. This natural fiber was discovered thousands of years ago and is still, up to this day, one of the most used fibers in the world. We use cotton in textiles, beauty, food, even flower arrangements. Cotton is native to tropical areas but is now being farmed all over the world since the demand is so high. We now use over 25 million tons of cotton every year, and although we don't live in the Civil War days anymore, cotton is still controversial. It's also a money-making machine and industry that employs a lot of people. If you want to know some more about cotton, expensive details, the challenges, and the innovative side of this industry, we've got it all and more. Let's see what makes and breaks the cotton industry, shall we? If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. Number 1. The U.S. paper currency is made with 75% cotton. Paper money is not 100% paper or even paper compounds. The U.S. paper currency is apparently made of 75% cotton and 25% linen, according to the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. They use cotton because the banknotes need to follow a few criteria. One of the most important factors is lifespan and circulation. If the bills were 100% paper, they wouldn't stand the test of time, weather conditions, and flexibility. Although it looks and feels like a paper bill, they're more like textile bits that can withstand tearing, washing, and folding. This special mixture of cotton and linen is produced only by the federal government. Number 2. America values its cotton crops very much. America has a long and painful history with cotton. Although some of it is now forgotten, or at least people try to forget, the need and appreciation of this crop is very dear to most Americans. The government subsidizes cotton 5 times more than cereal crops. American farmers receive $230 for each acre of cotton. Yearly, the cotton industry in America is valued at more than $25 billion and also accounts for roughly 400,000 jobs, most of them located in Texas, the leading cotton-producing state. Number 3. Adidas, Nike, H&M, and Gap are the top brands marching for sustainability. The textile industry is the biggest cotton consumer in the world. Most of the cotton goes towards their factories because it's the main fiber clothing is made of. But in the world where fast fashion and trends come and go, it's getting harder to keep up with the demand, so a few brands have stepped up and are marching for a more sustainable industry. A few of these brands are Adidas, Nike, H&M, and Gap. They're trying to reduce textile waste and help people understand how important it is to recycle and get the wear out of each item. Sustainability needs to start at the bottom of the chain with cotton farmers. Number 4. Egyptian cotton is the most luxurious cotton. Cotton has been used for clothing purposes for a long time. The natural fiber has amazing qualities that can even make it a luxury item. Out of all the cotton that's out there, a certain one is actually the epitome of luxury cotton, and that is Egyptian cotton. Due to its climate and soil, Egypt is able to grow a special kind of cotton that offers a unique kind of thread with 1,000 threads per square inch. This cotton is the best fiber to look after, and items made with it can cost $500 or more. Hey Luxers, the next time you're looking for bed sheets, try some Egyptian cotton. Number 5. The cotton industry brings in billions of dollars each year. The textile and garment industry is worth trillions of dollars, but its subsidiary, the cotton industry, is not too far from that mark either. The U.S. cotton industry is worth around $150 billion alone. A cotton farmer makes somewhere around $58,000 to $81,000 per year. Since the cotton demand is on the rise, we can only speculate that in the near future, this industry will be making a turn to the trillion-dollar camp, where only a few companies and industries get to be. Number 6. GMO cotton is being adopted by many cotton-producing countries. In the last 20 years, the cotton industry was faced with a lot of improvements and innovative ideas. One of them was genetically modified cotton, a new strain designed to resist pests and insects. Some of them are now able to produce insecticides. The biggest problem with the GMO cotton crops is they end up contaminating the fibers with pesticides and possibly have side effects on humans. Another problem with GMO cotton is it doesn't replace the need for extra pesticides. India is the biggest GMO cotton producer, while other countries are forbidding it. Number 7. Uzbekistan's cotton industry drained a sea. The most important natural fiber can also have devastating effects on our environment. Some people call it white gold, but unfortunately it can have the same effect as gold mining. Uzbekistan witnessed the true cost of cotton. It is one of the dirtiest and thirstiest crops in the world. A few years ago, their cotton industry managed to drain the Aral Sea and kill the living sea life within it. What was once one of the 4 largest lakes in the world shrunk dramatically due to irrigation for cotton crops. The drainage of the Aral Sea is now considered one of the most emblematic environmental disasters. Number 8. Climate change is not necessarily bad for cotton crops. Climate change is ruining a lot of industries a little bit every day. When it comes to cotton, climate change is not necessarily a problem. The change in temperature will be beneficial for cotton because this crop thrives in the sun. Another good thing is when cooler regions warm up, they'll be able to grow cotton there as well, making this crop available worldwide. The only major downside is it needs a lot of water, and if temperatures rise, water will become critical, not to mention the major weather events that come with warmer climates. Number 9. Cotton prices affect the entire textile industry. Cotton prices are a continuous rising trend because of raw material shortages. This means that farmers are making more money, but on the other side, the textile industry takes the fall for it. And since this industry is not fully up to date with the latest technologies, only a few countries are able to promote cotton farming and keep the prices at bay. The biggest cotton industry that's suffering is the towel companies that are 100% in need of cotton. They either pass along higher prices to consumers, or reduce stocks from resellers, or mix the cotton with synthetic fibers. One way or another, they'll have to compromise their business or their product. Number 10. India is the biggest cotton producer in the world. Up until recently, China has been the largest cotton producer in the world. Nowadays, India has taken the podium as the biggest cotton producer, with 28.5 bales of cotton, which accounts for 24% of the world's production. They're also the second largest cotton exporter, and big brands such as Tommy Hilfiger, Levi's, or Nike import cotton and textiles from India. Currently, India's textile industry is estimated to be worth approximately $108 billion, and it's headed for a significant rise by 2021 to approximately $500 billion, and cotton is a big part of it. And Aluxers, if you want to know some more about the textile industry, head over to our 15 Things You Didn't Know About the Textile Industry video to get a better look at one of the richest and most controversial industries in the world. Click in the top right corner to check it out. Number 11. Malawis cotton industry is struggling with secondhand clothing. Decluttering your closet is now a trend and a strategy a lot of people have adopted in the search for a more minimalist lifestyle. But have you ever thought about what happens with the clothes you donate? Where do they end up? The answer is in third world countries like Malawi or Somalia. That's not bad, right? Well, it kind of is. These countries are dependent on the cotton industry, so if charity clothing is dispatched in their country, the local textile industry struggles to stay alive. In countries like Malawi, secondhand clothing represents a tough competitor they struggle to compete with. Number 12. A cotton t-shirt requires 713 gallons of water to produce. One of the biggest concerns the cotton industry is faced with is water consumption and waste. The clothing item that we all love most, the t-shirt, requires 713 gallons of water to produce from day one to the shelf. In fact, over 70% of that water goes into the agricultural sector and not human use. This means we use more water to make our food and fibers than for actual consumption. The water needed just for one t-shirt can last a person 900 days. Number 13. Only 1% of the cotton is organic. You might have heard about organic cotton, one of the rarest cotton fibers that needs special conditions to grow in order to be called organic. Regular cotton uses over 16% of the world's pesticides and harsh work conditions or even child labor. Organic cotton is grown with zero pesticides, it's fair trade, and more sustainable processes are used. However, the biggest problem with organic cotton is the price. A regular t-shirt can be priced at around $500 or more. Number 14. The cotton ball diet is a dangerous trend. Although it might sound drastic and outrageous, the cotton ball diet exists, and some people swear by it. It consists of eating cotton balls dipped in juices or smoothies to make your stomach feel full and stop the hungry feeling for a while. This extreme diet is often used by overweight people because cotton has zero nutritional value or calories, and it stops them from gaining more weight. However, this diet has been received with massive negative criticism, and for good reason, because it's extremely dangerous, and some cotton balls are bleached and full of nasty chemicals. In the end, it's a diet that is not worth it. Number 15. 75% of men's clothing is made with cotton, more than women's clothes. You would think that women's clothing is dominated by natural and beautiful fibers like cotton, silk, or cashmere. In fact, men's clothing has more cotton than women's. Approximately 75% of men's clothing contains some percentage of cotton, and 80% is pure cotton. In the women's camp, only 60% of the clothing is made with some percentage of cotton, and about 40% with pure cotton. Even though women's clothing takes a larger percentage of the textile pie, men have more natural and long-wearing items. Looking closer at this industry, it seems like every little thing that surrounds us has some percentage of cotton. Synthetic fibers are not overlooked anymore, especially since sporting brands are now more popular than ever, but cotton is still king. How about you Aluxers? Did you know that cotton has so many uses in our daily lives? Let us know what other cool uses for cotton you have. And since you're still here, waiting for the video to end, we have one more fact for you about the cotton industry, and we bet this one will take you by surprise. Here it is. Number 16. Cotton is not white. We see it everywhere, 100% cotton products being white and crisp. But in fact, cotton is not white because Mother Nature works in mysterious ways. Natural cotton has a tan-ish color that becomes white after processing and bleaching. There are naturally colored cotton plants that vary from brown, green, even red. Almost all the absorbent products on the market that are white don't have any cotton at all. They are made with plastic fibers that are not biodegradable and are in fact harmful with long-term use. Although we see cotton clothing being white, it's not the natural color of the fiber. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. If you want more, we handpicked these videos you might enjoy, or head over to Alux.com for the best in fine living content on the planet. Be a part of the largest community of luxury enthusiasts in the world and tell your story.